My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire Modded. Alright, so we're just going to be going with a base character. Let's go with the Ironclad in, hey, let's go A15. Yeah. I was thinking about A20 there for a moment, but let's go with A15. Alright, so I'm thinking random common relic here. Do we have any quests? 20 monsters this act? Okay, I'm pretty happy about that. Alright, we're going to be picking up every armaments possible because that's the rune of simplicity. Strikes and defense can be upgraded any number of times. Upon pickup, upgrade to randomly. So, you stack a bunch of armaments in the deck, and then you destroy everything with your ridiculous strikes. It gets pretty wild. Right. Still think we'll probably need some other things in the deck. Let's take a perfected strike, sure. That's unfortunate. Best I could have defended myself that turn, unfortunately. Alright, so pop them both down. Pick up Reversal. Keep block at the end of this round. Gain 2 reflection. I don't know if this deck does that, is the thing. I think we can take Shrug It Off, though. So we're going to be fighting like a bunch of normal enemies, then an elite, normal enemy, elite, right? And that's going to be a good thing for us. Hang on. That's going to be a really good thing for us, considering the fact that we have killed 20 monsters in this act in order to get a rare relic. Rare relic? Random relic. Awesome. Defend. Damn it. Oh well. At the very least, we're set up for a kill next turn with pretty much any draw. That'll do it. Yeah, don't really know about any of those. We will drink the fruit juice as quickly as we possibly can here. Set up the vulnerability. I do need to upgrade that vulnerability basically as soon as I can afford to. Excellent. Since they're defending this turn, we are set up so much better to take very little damage over the course of this fight and still draw. Whew. Needed to draw a strike there, otherwise we weren't going to be able to kill. Lifebind. Apply to an enemy whenever you lose health. The bound enemy takes that much damage. I'm going to take a Lifebind literally just so I have the ability to counter some of the elites coming up. Okay. Please buff. Thank you for buffing. It did attack 2 turns in a row, which means it had to buff next turn. All right. As long as we draw the expected strike, we've got the kill. Pommel strike. A little bit of card draw as well as another thing for the perfected strike's sake. Thank you for... Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Oh, you didn't stop hitting yourself. Unceasing Top. Whenever you have no cards in hand during your turn, draw a card as well as the Emerald Key. True Grit. Oh, that's a stunning strike. We'll take the stunning strike. It's also another strike for our strike build. Two rose bushes this early that apply weak and vulnerable. Alright. I don't know about that. And they grow over time. I'm gonna use a block potion here because I'm feeling like we're probably gonna need it. Obviously, that was not what I intended to play. I was trying to go for the Shrug It Off, though. I'll stun the enemy for that round just so that I can get a turn where I can defend and offend on the same. Can't take anything there. Ooh, very glad that... Hang on. Power potion. Okay. Sure, we'll go for barricade, defend, defend, defend. I'm very glad that we have life bind. Sorry, I'm very glad that we are fighting the Lagavulin because we have life bind in the deck. We also had the Gremlin Knob last time. Like, it's kind of really good how that went down. Ooh. I'll save Stunning Strike for a turn where I'm not well defended. Okay. I do need the extra damage though, so there's 12 on the enemy from their own hits. Stunning Strike. Ooh. Woo. Buys me a full turn there while the enemy tries to use Siphon Soul but fails. And then Lagavuln's dead in the next round. Nice. Self-forming clay. Whenever you lose HP, gain 3 block next turn. Gosh. This deck really isn't getting the kinds of things I wanted. Armaments. Baseball. Upon pick up a random deck in your random card in your deck becomes free. It's an upgraded strike. That's okay though. Still no copy of Armaments. That's really sad. Boomerang, place the first attack card you play each turn on top of your draw pile. Okay, that definitely has a place. Multi-tool, you have 2 additional options at rest sites chosen randomly. That can be really, really good. Lee's Waffle, upon pickup, raise your max HP by 7 and heal all of your HP. That healing would actually be kind of considerable. I'm going to go with Boomerang. Yeah. It'll allow me to put my Perfected Strike back atop my deck constantly. Or my, I guess, Bash in this situation. Let's put the upgraded Strike back on top there, because it's upgraded as well as 0 cost. Both of those being extremely handy. That was really cool. You can put a 0 cost on top of your deck and then draw it immediately. Don't know about any of those, but Whetstone upgrades the Pommel Strike for the extra draw as well as strike. I could take a Combust here. It's 3 block every turn. As well as some AoE that we actually kind of need. Funky Beats dies at the end of the next, the start of the next turn rather, so that's actually quite handy for us. Funky Beats for a random relic. Ooh, Healing Shard for each axe you climb. Heal 3 HP at the end of combat. That's actually going to be quite good for us. Inflame versus Cleave and Shockwave. I kind of want the Inflame actually, just given the amount of attacks in the deck. And the fact that we're incentivized to take a bunch of 0 cost attacks. Considering how the Boomerang will allow us to play them multiple times in a single turn. Elixir. As well as another Pommel Strike. Yep. Okay, so let's have a look at how many enemies we've killed this act. I would need to kill 4 in this combat in order to actually finish the kill 20 monsters this act quest. That's really unfortunate for us. Because that's unlikely, I'm instead gonna veer off to the left. Cool. Only need that much more. Straight for lethal. Dex potion, yes, over the elixir. I'll take the Intimidate. I actually would like to get the weakness in this deck. Explore, Mind Recall. Let's explore. Upgrade a card in our deck, remove a card, transform a card. I want to upgrade the Inflame. Or the Life Bind, or the Combust. Or the Perfected Strike. It's definitely an upgrade as far as I'm concerned. It's Bash. The extra damage that's going to provide to us over the course of this combat is going to be pretty wild. We'll have time to put the Life Bind on later. Probably. Unceasing Top. Damn it. Forgot that I had it. That's okay, though. Unfortunate, but we pretty much need to play the Bash. Yeah, I'll stun this turn. Worst turns to do it. Damn it, no matter what I do, it's going to break the enemy here. Okay, I'll use this one first. Just because I can draw it again and play it. Thank you, Boomerang. So it's just our defense this turn that I was worried about. All right, never mind. We kind of covered that. At least we kind of covered it as best we could. Thank you for all of the extra block this turn. And now I just immediately end my turn. Watch the enemy die to the Combust. Excellent. Request the quest log as well as another Stunning Strike. Alright, this is kind of an aggressive Stunning Strike deck. This deck could really use Snake OI. Golem's Mask. On the first turn of combat, gain Golem's Might. Each turn, your attacks deal 5% more damage than last turn. It used to be 10% more. Hollow Soul, I really don't see a position for in this deck. We'll just die if we ever get brought back to life. Runic Dome, I think I have to take. I need the extra energy considering how many draw cards we have in the deck, how many 2-cost cards we have in the deck, how many 3-cost cards we have in the deck, and we also have the Unceasing Top, so extra energy is always going to be really, really, really important. We heal 8 at the end of each battle, which is really nice, so if we could get the Magic Flower, that would that would definitely be a huge pickup for us. "20 monsters this act." I don't know about that, but we'll give it a go. Alright, I have no clue what these enemies are going to do because they're capricious. Which means they will change their intent every single time that we try to attack. You can see the name of the effect is capricious. I'm not just insulting them. But also they are a little. Stunning Strike is going to be really nice for just holding the enemy off for a turn. Speaking of. Oof, nice try. Ugh, 2 wounds to the deck. Not too pleased about that, but... Alright, I'm going to throw the Poison Potion just because it's possible the enemy was doing something ridiculous there. Rage. We do have a lot of attacks in this deck and a lot of high-cost cards, so... more than happy to play that. I've set it up so the frontliner will kill the backliner, so I don't actually take damage to both. Again, I forgot about the Unceasing Top there. Undermined a clever turn with a completely daft one the immediate turn thereafter. Hello, Snecko. I mean, the Snecko confusing us is actually probably quite good. Okay. Thank you for the perplexing leather. Well, not always. Oh, that's a giant chunk out of our HP. Okay, and yeah, that'll sell it. Beautiful. Whirlwind. Definitely, we need some more AoE in the deck. We just didn't have enough. Charge, deal 8 damage, deal an additional 4 for every turn of combat. I don't think we can do that, is the problem. I think if we do that, we lose. This deals at least 30 unblocked attack damage. Upgrades to 32. 24 and 28. Cool. Refund 2 and draw 2 cards. So basically that means, is the enemy vulnerable? Or do you have a bunch of strength? We don't have a bunch of strength, and the enemy isn't commonly vulnerable, so I don't think we can take that. I kind of want to take the charge, just because it's upgraded, and it'll be like a surprising amount of damage on any turn except for turn 1. Don't really want to remove a card here either. Backliner attacks on turn 1, usually for 5x2. It's fine. Because now the backliner is going to be attacking this, not attacking this turn, rather trying to confuse us. But the cultists in the front line won't attack. Or rather, they will, but they'll attack against 6 block, but it won't matter. Yeah, it's okay. I have such a better opportunity for damage there, though. Stunning Strike and then Charge, yeah, for 16 for 1. And since we can put Charge back atop the deck, we can then play it the next turn as well. Languish Potion. Take the other Pommel Strike. Languish Potion as well. Intimidate, Inflame, Whirlwind is like definitely the best that I can get done this turn. Specifically because it puts the Whirlwind atop my deck to play next turn. It's just we do take a lot of damage here. It's only enough to kill the backliner if I don't. Yeah, too much that turn. Good. I want to gain this turn for win. Matroshka, the next 2 non-boss chests you open contain 2 relics. Reaper? Yeah, we probably put a Reaper in the deck. Just need the HP. Speaking of needing the HP, yikes. Go immediately rest here. I played that specifically so that I put Charge back atop the deck. For the next turn, and here it is. Okay. Good lord. Shelled Parasite does a ridiculous amount of damage. This deck just doesn't have enough defense right now. I have to use the Pommel Strike first, just because I'm really looking for extra draw. Extra defense. Didn't necessarily get it. I think it is quite possible that the enemy is killing me this turn. So I think I actually have to throw the Languish Potion just in case. Alright. We're still alive, but only just. Stunning Strike, completely miss it. You know the worst thing about this? Ascender's Bane is completely blocking us from being able to defend this turn. Because we'd play the Combust, then we'd draw the 0 cost, we'd play the 0 cost again, and then we draw another card. In fact, we would literally win this combat if the Ascender's Bane wasn't in that exact hand. It's Ascension 15, so, you know, that kind of deck is a little harder to run. Needed more defense in that deck. I really wanted Armaments. Like, Armaments is a common card. It just didn't show up at all. That's what I was trying to plan around the entire time, though. Probably 100 goals. Yeah, 100 gold. Okay. Let's see what we can get done with this. And we don't have Runic Dome on this run as well, so... welcome back to those of you who left. Yes, I'm well aware that they're probably not back. That's okay. I can't completely lock out the idea of taking a relic just because some people disagree with the pick. Especially when it's definitely the correct choice. It's not like either of those other relics were going to offer us a bunch of defense. Wow, this sucks. Thankfully, we drew exactly what we needed, but yikes. Our draws were poor there. Take an Iron Wave as a value pick. Ooh, nice. Exactly enough to kill the frontliner. Bash Strike for the kill next turn. Easy. Deal 9 damage. If this kills an enemy, this card stays in your hand and costs 0 for the turn. No, I'm going to take a Shrug It Off. Get my defense handled first. Speaking of getting our defense handled first, let's upgrade the Iron Wave there. So we weakened this turn, but thankfully we set the enemies in such a fashion that we were capable of killing the frontliner. Backliner would have been a little bit more difficult, would have had to involve the bash. It's all good though. Take a copy of Cleave just for some AoE, especially considering we're about to go for an elite. Oh, yes. Treasure map. The map now shows what relics can be found in elite and treasure rooms. Yes, yes, definitely just taking that. Do I also want a headbutt? No. Baseball, focusing shard, crystal statue versus champion shield versus... Ooh, Kremlin Hall's really good though. Tiny chest. Vajra. We definitely want Vajra over tiny chest. Missed out on Ollie Smoothstone, Juzu Bracelet, Thread, and Needle. That's unfortunate. Best damage output I could have had that turn. Thank you for the Shockwave. Literally exactly the card I was looking for when I played that. Draw. Yeah, we can't stay in this fight forever, so we're actually going to over-offend. Great. We do have Bash this turn as well to extend our vulnerability. I can't guarantee that I kill next turn unless I strike this turn. Because I've got 2 defends, 1 strike. I would need 2 more strikes. Or 2 more attack cards. Yeah. See, I wouldn't have been able to kill this turn unless I attacked last turn. Good thing I did. Alright, Baseball. Upon pick up a random card in your deck becomes free. We'll pick up the uppercut first. And Bash became free. Okay, that's really, really, really good. We'll upgrade Bash now as well because it's so much easier to play. Focusing Shot's quite good too. Trying to set up the backliner for a Cleave Strike to kill. Iron Wave. Hey, Iron Wave Cleave. Works for me. This fight in particular is exactly why I picked up Cleave. Shouldn't have trouble killing next turn, and don't. Possibly gonna have trouble defending this turn, we'll see. I'll bash first, because if I redraw that, I'm actually pretty pleased about it. Never mind, we got full defense. Awesome! That's a pretty good A15 elite fight there. Focusing Shard for each act you climb, upgrade one random card at the start of combat. Still probably don't want to move these. Maybe the second Cleave, because I don't have another AoE in the deck yet. That's actually going to become really important later. Could get Gremlin food. Don't really care about it, though. I'm going to go for the Champion Shield over the... Nice. While your HP is at or below 50%, you're immune to debuffs from enemies. I'm going to go for that over the Crystal Statue. The Crystal Statue is... gain 1 energy at the start of each turn. After you take 20 unblocked attack damage, lose the effect of this relic, which, as you can imagine, for me, would be very, very, very rough. This is spot weakness and heavy blade like 100%. It gives me finally a win condition in this deck. Like, this deck previously had value, but now it has a win condition. Alright, can't be affected by debuffs anymore. See? Got completely negated. Not that it mattered. Twin Strike second. Cleaving Finish. I think we now have enough damage in the deck that we don't have to deal with any of those. Energy Potion. No, I prefer what I currently have. I do definitely want Vajra, because that gives me the ability to already have some strength set in the build. This is literally just to save 10 HP. Okay. Come on, and lethal. Don't want that. Maybe the readied action at the end of this turn, retain up to 1 card. It costs 1 less energy next turn. The problem is this deck doesn't have that much draw. So it'd suck to draw a hand that's like, you know, readied action plus a bunch of cards that I don't really care about. Like Ascender's Bane, defend, defend, defend. Great. Readied action in that circumstance is completely lacking in usefulness, rather. I think for that reason we'll turn it down. Ooh. That's really good. Heavy Blade got upgraded. I got overzealous there. I thought that I had lethal. I did not. Should have just fully defended. Offering, definitely. 100%. And... Ooh, okay. I don't think we play Offering here. I don't think we play anything in this opening hand. We want Bash plus a couple of attacks. That'll do. Especially because now we have weakness out on the Lugwoolen, so we're only getting 15 on this turn rather than the 20. Ouch. That hurt a hell of a lot. Unfortunately, the enemy's not attacking next turn, so we can't drop a... So, Nice, drew something better. So we can't just drop a spot weakness, but Siphon Soul is completely negated, and then we kill the Lagavulin, get Vajra, and Limit Break. So exactly what I was talking about when I said that we were going to take Vajra is that gives us the ability to bootstrap Limit Break. We have the ability to use Limit Break to huge effect already without having to wait for a spot weakness to go off first. Actually gonna double defense strike this turn. The reason behind that is because I'm gonna save the block potion for a turn where I want to defend but literally have no opportunity to. Offering here, I'm looking for the spot weakness limit break, and now it's time to start pumping in that lethal. Yes, I had a heavy blade that I could have played that turn. I'd prefer to defend. And easy. Whew. Right. 2 quests in the log. So we didn't get the 20 monsters that act. That's fine. 1 turn kill an elite. Not super likely for us, but possible. Take a steroid potion and definitely another limit break. Runic Pyramid. At the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. Could be interesting. Onyx Gauntlets. Gain energy each time you draw a card. Drawing a card increases cost by 1 for the turn. At the start of combat, add a random curse from your draw pile to add a random curse to your draw pile for each X cost card in your deck. And then Virtuous Blindfold. Gain energy at the start of each turn. You can no longer see the entire map. Because we're not going to be playing our entire hand constantly, I think we take the Onyx Gauntlets. Plus, we'll finally get to try them on camera. It doesn't have any flavor text, though. Which makes it literally unplayable. Spot weakness got upgraded as well. Nice. So how much from that does that differ from what I would have done that turn? 4 energies worth of stuff. Doesn't. Not that turn, at least. Limit break, heavy blade, heavy blade. Weight training, gain 1 strength, exhaustive 3. The problem with that is if it were already... I mean, it already is upgraded, but if it wasn't for the Onyx Gauntlets, I think I'd be able to take that. Still gonna take it. Still really good. Remove a card from the deck? Okay. Probably just a natural strike there. See how this goes. Enemy's not even attacking this turn, so we don't even need to worry. Come on, offering. Alright. That was a pretty good turn, I'll admit. Milkshake, you can retain up to 5 energy between the turns until the end of combat versus a bunch of stuff I'm going to not take. Definitely not taking the curse there, so owie. Didn't actually want this combat either. That's okay, though. If we're in a fight for long enough, charge is going to become meaningless. We'll have already won by then. Kind of want to take power through, but we don't have the ability to remove the wounds. And drawing wounds, especially after we have Onyx Gauntlets, is going to be a problem. Thinking it's probably just card removal on another strike. Try and increase the amount of defense in the deck that way. Wasp's Nest. That's one thing I didn't do. I didn't actually check the... Oh, Arrowhead would have been really nice. Holy Smooth Stone, don't really care. Golden Egg, Juicy Bracelet, Fun Fungus, Old Nail. Old Nail could be really interesting. Beetle Shell, Spearhead? Forget what that one actually does. Ninjato, play 3 attacks in a single turn, draw 2 cards. That's actually going to be insane. insane. It'll draw us extra cards, which will give us extra energy from the Onyx Gauntlets. It is a dawn unto its own day. All right, Gremlin Leader. Show me your worst. Actually, slightly less bad, please, because that was rough. Limit break. Offering for the card draw, as well as the extra energy, from the card draw, and then lethal. Whew. Wasp Nest. Every time you lose HP in combat, gain 2 thorns. That happens to us all of the time. Clash is a problem. Do we play every skill that we draw? Not always. Can't take that. Could I take Massacre? Deal 1 damage to all enemies. Lose all strength affected 5 times by strength upgrades to 3 and 8. I would only ever be able to play it as a finisher. But I think I do need some AoE in the deck, so sure. Take the opportunity to rest here, and then Old Nail from my nightmarish friend here. That's what I was worried about. Drew the card that I desperately didn't want to draw early. Yeah. Obviously, there was a better order to do that. That's my bad. Hey! Alright. We are immune to the debuff from enemies. So now the Spire Blight's debuff on us is disappeared. Lovely. Choose this turn exactly to not spot weakness. Thanks for that. Or rather, to not be attacking so I can't spot weakness. Gonna have to be pretty well defended if I want to start attacking here yet. 22. Exactly the worst. Fine. Ow. Very, very painful. But that's okay. We're through. Old Nail, perhaps it could be reforged, as well as a black potion, as well as Phantom Shield, though. Yes, we do need the defense that it offers. So the problem is we want to get to that Ninjato, which means we have to go for the Golden Egg over the Fun Fungus. Fun Fungus is for each energy left at the end of each turn, healed by that amount in the next turn, I think? How much energy do we leave over? Occasionally we leave 1 energy over just because we can't play that much. I don't know. Let's go for the Golden Egg. I'm going to use a black potion here at the very start. If I shredded to an enemy, convert all your block into strength, lose that strength at the end of the round. I could do that. Problem is I'd die this turn if I did that. Add X random black cards to your hand. They cost 1 less this round from Dark Transmutation. I think I have to do that. Collect an Echoes of Time. Fetch up to 2 cards you've exhausted this combat Grave. Okay, so I can Weight Training... Limit Break, I guess? Yeah, effectively what I'm trying to set up for is a Massacre that can actually do something here. But evidently that's going to be a problem. 12, 15, so what? 18, 15, 18, 15 is 33, right? Yeah, 18, 15 is 33. That gives me the ability to play both of those instead of the Heavy Blade, so I can do some AoE damage as well. Yep, we're definitely taking a bunch of damage ourselves, but we can have 1 HP at the end of that. Gotta do what you gotta do, what you gotta do. Okay, let's think about this, because we can't play every card in our hand. I think it's defend, defend, spot weakness, heavy blade the front line, then iron wave the back line. Yeah, it is. No, if I'm playing iron wave, then I can also play the cleave. That's the play. Good thing too, because the heavy blade on the frontliner is not going to be enough. We go for the backliner there, actually. Nice. Juzu Bracelet. Regular enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms, as well as Rampage, Thunderclap, Reaper. Reaper, we need it for the HP. We're going to need a big Reaper in this combat, otherwise we lose. Not we lose this combat, we will lose the run. Thankfully, we can't be hexed here by the Chosen as well, so that's nice. Got that going for us at least. Yeah, it's not the Reaper I was looking for. I don't always get what you want. I think I'm just going to have to cope with that. Both of the limit breaks at the very bottom of our deck. Worst case scenario, it's okay. We'll take the Shrug It Off. Ninjato. I definitely need the Ninjato as the thing, so I kind of have to take this combat. As far as I'm concerned, at least, I have to take this combat. Don't really have too much of a choice. Could have been ordered slightly better. We could have gotten more damage on the Gremlin Leader in the back line. Gremlin Leader does decide to attack this turn. That was the worst case for us. Yeah, they're going to kill us. There's nothing we can do about that one. Damn it. I really wanted to give this deck the absolute best chance it had to go off. And I felt like this was that. Damn. So what could have helped there? Getting the limit breaks earlier in the previous fight, getting the Reaper earlier in this fight, getting more defense on that turn, getting the weakness from name of the card, uppercut on this turn. All of those things could have really helped. But it was effectively a decision of I would really like Ninjato to try and get this build to go off. And weighing that up against the risk. I still think I would make the same decision, and I would just hope to draw better. For the moment, though, my name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire Modded. Sorry if this episode has come out a little late. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves regardless, though, and hopefully we'll see you next time.